I have, within a workshop or an open mic or whatever. And when I do workshops, it ends up being open mic anyway, So, but sometimes we get a chance to perform our poetry, and then we leave, but we be on a time limit. You done went over 5 minutes, so you got to get off the open mic, and people don't call your name, and So the workshop is going to deal with all of that. Everyone's going to be heard. If you have a story, you have a poem, something you want to say, everyone will have a chance to speak.
But Chicago don't need workshops. That's why they're not here. Because they got it all together.
Well, that's all right.
That's all right, though.
Everyone that's here.
We're doing our series together.
That's Chicago.
Yeah. And then too, like with
Got it all together.
even within the workshops, if it's something that you want to share or iterate, I'm open, because I'm a student as well too. Throughout life, throughout poetry, and being a poet, I'm still learning different things as I go. I made a lot of mistakes, and if I can share with you all some mistakes I made, maybe you won't make them, and maybe you can share some mistakes that you made that I may come across and not make them, So the first part, we're gonna do like a discovery. So we're gonna go all around, the room, and you're welcome to tell whatever you want to tell. I would like to know who you are, what you love to do, what are your thoughts about poetry, what do you know about poetry, how far do you think it can go, is it something you're serious about, is it a hobby, is it something you want to make a career out of, share your thoughts, with us and with me. So that's going to be first, and we're going to go from there. We have some awesome features on tonight. Black Willow all the way from Tennessee. Appreciate you coming down. So she's one of the features on tonight, and she's gonna have a chance to showcase her storytelling and whatever's in her heart, to share with us on tonight. And if she's welcome to any Q&As, I'm welcome to any Q&As to anybody have any questions, anything like that to ask. Feel free to ask. Also, we have Mannerism in the building, Chicago's own Mannerism, newly published author. So if y'all don't have his book, I'm gonna definitely have a question for him about this title. So, yes, most definitely. I know it's deep. Y'all be around him, like y'all gonna learn something new. Y'all gonna learn some new words. Y'all gonna hear some bars. Y'all gonna hear some things like that. I didn't catch that at first. And he go back and, okay, I know what he's talking about. You may have to ask, what you mean when you said so-and-so, but a little bit about me, I'll start out with the discovery. A little bit about myself, y'all know me, I go by the name of Just Mike, the poet. I was introduced to poetry probably through like hip-hop, following a lot of the hip-hop artists. I looked at it as storytelling, rhyming, but I wasn't a poet then. Like, I didn't even know I was going to be a poet. But I love the way that they did artistry. I love the fact that they came out with albums and performed on stage and had crowds and taking pictures of people. They had fans and stuff like that. So that was something I thought I was going to be, playing baseball. But unfortunately, the scouts, they didn't look at me enough. But when I was younger, I used to practice my signature. Like I was signing autographs. I didn't know that God was going to bless me to be able to perform on stage like other artists and write books and do CDs and stuff like that and gain fans and sign my autograph, like on books and stuff like that. So it was all preparation that I was getting prepared to do. It's like you can set out your own plans, but God order your steps.
That's right.
But keep planning though. Keep making out plans, because you never know. If I didn't plan to be a baseball player, I probably would have the drive or the passion to do what I'm doing right now. So that's a little bit about me. I'm a published author, recording artist. I have 3 albums out. Last one, Deaths of Poet Soul, is online. I had a chance to submit it to the Grammys, 2023 Grammy Awards, to be considered to be nominated. So I remember when I first got into poetry, people used to talk about it. Like, you can't make no money with poetry, and you can't do this and that. And I just kept doing it. I didn't know what I could do or where it would take me. I did it because I love to do it. Yeah. And I had a reason of why I even wrote my first poem was, through the death, the tragic passing of my sister. who passed away in 1999, and I wrote my first poem to her. You know, so I have a different meaning of why I even do poetry, because I know how the gift was developed inside of me. You know, so I'm deeply passionate about poetry, writing, and I just want to help others that are willing to come out like you all have on tonight, and share with you all my journey. Any questions? I have like a lot of different testimonies, things on my journey that I've encountered, and you'll be amazed, you know, at some of the stuff, the people I've come across. Like being Soul Child, we talk all the time. We talk about how, I don't know if you ever experienced it, like what you sign up on open mic list and they never call your name, or, you know what I'm saying, because they don't know who you are or something like that. You itching, you want to tell your story. You know, you want to be heard. Like everybody else got a chance to do their thing, and they just skipping over your name, like it's not even there. Like you worded in cursive or something. You know. So, but just going through that myself, because I didn't know where no open mics were starting out being a poet. I didn't know where any open mics were. I think it was what was that on 43rd? It was a poetry. I think poet here, June. They used to be up there. I forgot the name of it.
I know the ones Giovanni's. That's some dog. That was a dog.
I went to that. I remember going to that. I didn't have no strong pieces. I mean, I was but I did go, and they was like professional. I remember Red Storm coming in.
Yeah.
And Julie had a CD coming in. I'm like, wow, like that's what I want to do. I want
He
Yeah.
was there on Tuesday at Talking About Tuesday.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, he was there.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah,
Awesome.
That's my guy.
he's a performer.
Yeah, he's definitely.
That was a great show
Definitely a
by
performer.
Aaron.
Oh, shit,
And
I missed
Toronto
you.
Snakes was there.
Oh my God.
Why aren't you keeping up with me? You slacking.
I know.
Right.
That's what they actually did that would have actually my first day at Talking About Tuesday, but I missed it again.
Yeah, you missed it. Well, you got it. It's okay. I'm here.
I know I'm gonna get you one way or another.
Okay. Ding ding. That's what I'm gonna do. Ding ding. But I'm almost through too, because everybody gonna have a chance to speak. When I'm done, I'm gonna go around this way. Yeah, I'm gonna go around this way and end up with mannerism. So yeah, the end of the story was when they skipped me. Like I said, I didn't know where to go. This is one of the first open mics I signed up for, and they didn't call me. You know, people. The room was crowded too. It had to been like at least 100 poets or spectators in the room. And I watched everybody go, like one after another. I was with my friend. He said, "Man, just Mike, we should go, man. They both for this." You know, so what do you say?
Just get up and get on stage.
I know, right? So I asked one of the hosts, I'm like, you know, are y'all calling me? Oh, yeah, we got you. And before I know it, it was about as many people as it was in this room until when I got up there. Everybody had left out. And,
What?
Yeah, everybody had left. And my friend said, he said, you should leave, Justin. I was like, nah. I was like, I'm going to perform for whoever here. And I said, it's okay. I said, one day they will know who Just Mike the Poet is. You know, so... What you think?
Come on, then.
So that night actually it lit a fuel in me that that's still burning. It's still burning. And one of the reasons why I even do open mics and workshops, I started to do it because of what happened that night. You know, to show them that's not how you do it. That's how you run it. Like I run anything I don't share names. I run it like a business. You know, your customers you want to satisfy your customers, your people that come in. You know, you want them to come back. And I can remember Sister Sola, if y'all remember, in Chicago, Black Diamond's daughter, she reached out to me. She's like, man, Just Mike, you coming back to the Spoken Word Lounge? And I said, no. I said, y'all skipped over me that night. I said, I'm not never coming back up there no more. And she said, and I didn't understand how poetry worked. Somebody had rented out their venue and hosted it, and I thought it was her. And she was like, no, that was somebody else. We wouldn't do that. We didn't do that. And come back, then I understood that, okay, so she didn't actually do it. But I was putting on everybody, like, man, everybody was going to get it. Like Mitch, anybody owes me money? Like, so I remember all them faces. To me, that night, everybody skipped me. You know? So I ended up going back, and that's when I ran across Black Diamond, and I started cutting his hair and stuff like that. He featured me a couple of times, you know. So that's a little bit of my story, how I started out. And we just going to go around. You know, started with my brother Tyrone, a good dude, good friend. He always helpful. come out to some open mics, mannerisms as well too, and articulates and helps out. So I'm definitely thankful. I'm grateful for you and everything that you have given. Your services to the spoken word community. So Tyrone, you want to tell us a little about yourself? Any words of encouragement? The floor is yours. Then we gonna go on to Brittany next.
All right. Name's Tyrone. I've been living here in Chicago ever since I was born in the late 70s, But ever since I've been starting coming out to open mic events, it was Articulate who have invited me to come out to the first poetry event that was back in out in at the church where Melanie L. Brown used to be a member of the church. And then ever since I started coming out to Hot Sauce Poetry, I started to listen to many cultures and many poetry sounded like a beautiful Love Jones. And I have to say, it is so beautiful when I be listening to every spoken word artist who comes up on the stage, spreading the word out and letting the word be known, not only just to the city of Chicago, but everywhere. But not only just across the United States, but around the world. You gotta know that poetry, spoken word, it's kind of like when you bring out the pieces from the Bible, from the Holy Bible. It's like from the 100-book number of Psalms. It's like making a joyful noise unto the Lord, all ye lands. I mean, I just be feeling it. It's like I feel so excited about it. It just brings that culture and so much love and kindness from every spoken word artist, just like the poet, Poetry Soul Child, Mannerism, and so many others.
Yes, appreciate it. I have a question. What would be your highlight moment throughout since you know poetry, spoken word? I'm gonna ask everybody a question too, to be honest.
What is my most highlight about it?
Yes.
Well, ever since I started recording, doing open mic events, it's like I just said before, from our very first workshop, I'm behind here. I'm behind this camera, recording. And like I've been saying before, it's like a work of art.
Yes.
Everything I see, everything I hear is all a work of art.
Nice.
See,
Give it up for Tyrone, y'all.
So well spoken. Very well spoken.
Next.
I have to go after that. Okay. Very well spoken.
Oh, yeah, like it's a speed round. Like.
Yeah.
it's a speed around thing.
Okay. Well, I'm Brittany. Hi, everybody.
All right. Hey, Brittany.
I've been. Did you ask me a question? Just anything.
Freelance, whatever you want to share about yourself. Whatever you want to share, who you are. If you have a degree and stuff, whatever you want to put out there. You know what I'm saying? So, and definitely what poetry means to you. Definitely that. So,
Okay. Well, yeah, I do have a degree, bachelor's.
Nice. And what?
Sociology.
Okay.
Yeah.
Studying everybody up in here.
I'm out of here.
I mean, that's kind of another reason why I like spoken word too, though. I even take it way back. So in high school, we used to have these oratorical contests, and it was never our own. We had to recite out the textbook, but make it our own. So I used to love it in high school, but never went anywhere with it. And then same as Tyrone, I got with Articulate. I've been knowing her for years. came to her shows. I left her shows, got inspired, started writing pieces, but I'm like, I ain't getting on that stage. I'm just gonna write them, you know. Then finally, like, got inspired. I want to say last week I went to an open mic, and I'm like, I'm just gonna try it. I'm just gonna get on stage and see what happens.
You did an awesome job.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Wow.
Well, congratulations.
Yes, she did.
But I'm not gonna lie, it felt good. It felt amazing, and I heard he was doing a writing workshop, and I'm like, oh, I want to perfect this. Let's see how this works. So this is why I'm here.
Yes. Thank
Are you on Instagram or Facebook?
Both.
Can we get some plugs so I can add you?
It's just my name, Brittany Cunningham.
Cunningham.
Brittany.
Oh, I spelled it right. Okay. Tyrone, are you on Instagram or Facebook?
Both.
Okay. What's your either one?
My profile is Tyrone Christopher.
Okay.
And the Instagram is at Tyrone Christopher 7000.
Thank you.
So, Brittany, is there any particular poetry that inspires you the most? Any type of genre or something that you relate to the most?
I guess I would say inspirational,
Okay.
because
Yes.
what I've been noticing is that the pieces that I do write they feel inspiring. And that's kind of like the feedback I have gotten when people do read them, is they say like, man, I'm going through what you just wrote. So I would say inspiration.
Okay. Awesome. Give it up for Brittany. Up next. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Thanks, Child. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's
I
good.
don't like sitting, but I like standing. How's
That's good.
everybody doing?
Good?
All
Yeah.
right, good to see y'all. All right. I'm good by the name of Poetry Soul Child. I am, excuse me, y'all. I'm a singer, songwriter, poet, and DJ. I've been doing it for 14 years now. How I got started was everybody was mentioning Articulate. Actually, I've been under Articulate. She was the first open mic ever I went to in Chicago. I remember I was nervous when I got on stage as well. But now look at me now. You can't tell me nothing now. You know, I just go up and do it, you know. But I'm pretty sure everybody first time you get nervous, you know. So my first time started with Articulate. I would say I was nervous, and I kept going and kept going. And then she took me on her wing and started mentoring me and stuff. And then I became the co-host at her show. And then it just took off from there. Then I started going to other open mics. Started meeting other artists, you know. Eventually I met Just Mike the Poet, Mannerism, and all the other poets around Chicago, you know. And it just made my name known. But I can relate to what Just Mike spoke earlier. My name has got skipped over the list as well, you know. So I had one of the most, they gonna know who Poetry Soul Child is too one day. So to speak on that, let me see, where can I start? And how they got to know Poetry Soul Child. Eventually, I got a chance to be on Windy City Live right here in Chicago on TV. Yeah. Been on thank you.
Well, they all
Been on the
know.
radio twice. It's real. My music got played on the radio.
What the hell?
Yeah. So
Hold on, I'm sorry. What you said after that?
no, I was saying first Windy City Live TV show. Then eventually I got on the radio twice. Got my music played on the radio. So I feel like that who Poetry Soul Child was, you know. So y'all know who I am now. You still know me, you know. But they didn't. So now they put me out there, and you know I've been doing it ever since. Also, you know, I salute you for doing this workshop, Just Mike. You know, I've also done workshops with the youth.
Yeah.
I've taught poetry workshops and youth open mics for the youth. So that kind of got my name out there all around Chicago Public Libraries, you know. And been doing it ever since. And right now I'm can't forget to mention this. This year I currently won Spoken Word Poet of the Year. Yeah. Thank you. You know, they still know who Poetry Soul Child is, you know. So as I keep putting that on the list, you know, and I've also, you know, I've just been accomplishing a lot of things that God has blessed me throughout the years. Still doing. I'm currently a full-time artist right now.
Yes.
Been doing it ever since, and I just pray for whatever God has for me next. And I think that's it. But thank y'all so much. I'm Poetry Soul Child. Y'all can follow me everywhere at Poetry, except Instagram.
Question.
You said it's up Instagram.
Yeah.
Question.
Yes, question. What's the question? What's up?
So,
I'm listening.
what has
Yes.
what has been the most challenging for you on your journey? And
Okay.
yeah, what has been the most challenging for you on your journey? And also to add to that, what has been the most rewarding?
Ooh. Okay. I can answer that. I had to think about it. So I could say the most challenging was taking a lot of losses in my life as an artist. You know, lost a lot of stuff in my life as far as you know, been nominated for stuff and didn't win it some years. Well, a lot of years and stuff. And then I gotta say, what was the other question?
What has been the most rewarding?
The most rewarding I gotta say is eventually when I started like winning. You know, started winning.
Okay, yeah.
But sometimes you gotta lose to win.
Yeah.
You know, you just can't win. You
Yeah.
know, expect
You gotta have a story.
Yeah.
you gotta have a story. So that would have to be the one. You know,
Yeah.
I appreciate doing some good questions.
Thanks for
I must
sharing.
say, yeah, man, you got some good questions. Just like, any more questions? Or
I might come back and
okay,
yeah,
okay.
give it up
Thank
for
y'all.
Poetry.
Thank you. All right.
All right, next in the back with the light.
I'm not a poet at all.
It's all right. No, it's all right.
I came to support my cousin. I thought it was an open mic night.
Is that-
That's it would be my first open mic.
This is our first
Oh,
poetry
really?
meeting.
All right.
But I'm excited to be here and
Name?
sorry, my name is Chrissy. Christine, but people call me Chrissy.
Okay.
I am a Reiki master teacher and
What's that?
what's
I
the
think, you know, I thought it was Ray K.
Right.
Yeah, Ray K.
Oh no, Reiki.
Oh, Ray K.
Yeah. So
I've been
it's
saying it
like
all the years.
a
Ray K, I thought it was Ray K.
so it's a vibrational healing. You're calling the higher source, whatever you believe in. It's channeled through.
I think it's God in here.
Huh?
I think God too people believe in it. Jesus.
Yeah.
we
Oh,
believe in it.
God.
We believe in
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. And so the healing light comes through my hands. Okay, so you are laying on a massage table, fully clothed, and I start from the head and I go all the way down to your feet for grounding.
All of
Oh. Sometimes messages get sent to me, sometimes not, but you have 7 main chakras. You guys are familiar with that. And then like the first 3 are basically inner child. And a lot of people don't go through that inner child in order to heal. And then as you get to your heart, it's kind of like the bridge that closes the gap from the physical to the spiritual world. So like your throat, your third eye.
Your senses.
So just trying to feel if there's blockages, stagnant energy, needs to move. People sometimes cry, some laugh, cough. It depends on what your body is doing to release that energy. And I don't know, maybe in the future, like my cousin, is that maybe I'll start writing because it'll just come to
Yes.
me. But
Right.
yeah, I like listening to it. So
Right.
I'm always flooding her with my stuff.
Hmm?
I'm always flooding you with my stuff.
oh yeah.
She's my first audience.
So, my question to you is, when are you gonna?
Kiwi.
How would you like to write your first poem tonight?
Oh.
I wrote a poem in grammar school, so I.
That's all
That
right.
was a long
That's all
time
right.
ago.
That's a second poem.
Yeah. Yeah. So are you familiar with haikus?
I've heard of it, but I don't
Okay.
remember.
Okay. Well,
But, yeah, a little.
you write your, it's not nothing long, so you write your first
Okay.
haiku tonight. Poem. Yes. We all will.
And I feel like the poetry and just like with what I do is that it's healing work.
Yes.
And putting it on paper or feeling it inside your soul, like, it just helps. And it brings you up to a higher vibration.
Mm-hmm.
And so more things, higher vibration will come back to you. And, I mean, if you're at a low vibration, like, you're gonna notice more low vibration things coming to you, so. I just think poetry and all that stuff is just, I love it. Art, culture, yeah.
That's what's up. Get up for Christine. Next.
My name is Jennifer,
Jennifer.
and I'm on Instagram, genuine with a J _ lyricist.
Uh-oh.
I've been writing since I was a kid, and I used to write, whenever somebody died in my family, I wrote them a poem. And everyone said I had a talent, but I always like, whatever, I never really listened to it. And then lately, my life has shifted a little bit, and I've become, opened up my creative side. I've been writing more and getting more feedback, and so I've been performing with her. I'm still a rookie on the mic, but I like my words. So eventually I like to loosen up and be a little more flowy with my words. And my dream is to have a song on the radio, like that.
Yes.
Oh,
Sing
yeah.
a song, child.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or anybody.
I-
Oh.
You see? You see?
Some people say I can't, some people say I can't, but I believe the ones on the letter, so, yeah, I don't think so.
She can do a poetry, and get on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
And they do poetry.
I
Yeah.
just want to write a song, doesn't mean me sing, I just want my lyrics to be.
All you wanna hear, you wanna be a ghostwriter and have somebody else.
Exactly.
You get paid.
Nice. Yeah.
They make the most money anyway.
Yeah.
The ghostwriters at the store.
Yeah. Yeah.
They do.
can I pay you to write something for me?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks, just like.
Right. It's just like that. That's what it's about.
Hey, real talk, because through here, I met Christopher Smith.
Yeah.
He the one inspired me to get my book going.
Yeah. And that wasn't that long ago.
It
Who's
wasn't
Christopher
long ago.
Smith?
He's a 9-time published author. He does his own podcast.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the one who
That's
becomes
right.
celebrities
and stuff like
I
that.
finally pushed myself
Dope.
to get it through him because he inspired me and I got the book out.
Nice.
Nice. Anything else you want to share before I ask you a question?
Now, go for it.
Did they go for it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Do you have a favorite, something that's favorite of yours that you wrote, and why is it your favorite?
Well, I've been living in like a shell most of my life, and lately I started like breaking that, cracking it open. So I like poems like mine where you're bleeding on the stage. Like I like those kind of poems. A lot of my poems are kind of like that.
Nice.
Okay. Nice. Give it up for
So
Jennifer. Oh,
I-
I'm sorry. No. You,
They're all my babies. So that makes
okay. Oh, you're okay. Oh, I like the one. Okay. Give it up for Jennifer.
Just black
Next,
widow.
our feature, Black Willow.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Black Widow, spoken word artist from Franklin, Tennessee.
Yes.
Also the creator of the Prodigal Poets, which is a poetry collective. How that got started. Well, let's go back in time first. I started writing when I was about 14, 15 years old. I started with a diary that kind of evolved to writing poetry. And I kind of kept that a secret for 22 years. And then my husband passed away in 2010 from
Sorry to
sleep
hear that.
apnea. Thank you. After that, I started writing a lot more. That was 3 months after my dad had passed away. So that was a rough time, and poetry really helped me get all the pain out. After that, I went through domestic violence, also beat stage 3 breast cancer. Thank you. So those are mainly the subjects I write about. And poetry has been really therapeutic for me, stress relieving. And the poetry community has been amazing. So when I started working from home after the pandemic hit, that's where all my live virtual events and Instagram lives or Facebook virtual events. And then when stuff started opening up, I started hitting the open mics. And ever since then, about 3 years ago, I just started performing consistently. And I met other writers and authors, and I would call us the Tennessee Poets. And I would put our videos and pictures up of every event we went to. I started group chat on Instagram and Facebook, and then I was like, well, we were like, let's come up with another name. And so we voted on a name. I got outvoted. I wanted Poetic Justice. There was Prodigal Poets, Mouth of the South, but Prodigal Poets was the main one. We have 26 members now. And we went from having 1 show a year ago to 10 shows monthly.
Nice.
Different
Wow.
days.
So,
And so that's how I met Jen when she was in Nashville.
yeah.
And a lot of these poets come out to these events, they look them up, they come by themselves. Some of them move there for work, they don't have family there, they don't have any friends there, and they come to an open mic, and then a lot of them were amazing, and we kind of recruit them in our crew, and it kind of evolves from there. And so I'm really proud of everything we have going on, and we have a lot of poets that travel as well. I'd like to
Yeah,
eventually,
love it.
my goal is to travel more
You
with
will.
the crew,
Yeah.
different areas, open different chapters in different cities. I always wanted to be a spoken word artist, and I always wanted to publish my own poetry book, and I did that 2 years ago,
Yeah.
which is Kaleidoscope, that's on my shirt here,
So,
and this is my art on the cover. I do impressionist artwork, acrylic on canvas. I was teaching painting, that was also a dream job to teach art, so I'm like Bob Ross, but more exciting. Yeah.
Bob Ross, oh my God.
And then, since then, I just did a poetry collab anthology with Eric Shellman. He's a poet in Texas, and we didn't find an anthology that had collaborations of different poets collabing with each other. So we published that last October, and so now I have 2 books on Amazon and Barnes and Noble, and I'm working on my 3rd collection right now.
nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Dope.
So my question to you is, do you have a fear? And if you do, what is that fear? Or maybe you had a fear and overcame it. What's your biggest fear?
I would say my biggest fear is death, with losing my dad and my husband, and then going through cancer. You know, I thought I was going to die multiple times, and I got my will together and
Wow.
my estate together. I wrote my obituary, and it kind of gave me a peace of mind that I had everything together. If I was going to die today, I've already, pretty much accomplished all my dreams. I have a short bucket list now. I went skydiving last month, and I'm just living my best life now.
Man, that's deep.
Yeah, that's a little deep. I don't know.
Yeah, black
Fine.
Next.
Okay, my story is kind of different. So for me, I started so I started writing when I was real young in foster care. So I didn't consider myself to be this writer. And I started writing to escape the pain and stuff that I was going through, foster care molestation, dealing with the fact that growing up, in foster care and stuff like that. And make a long story short, so like I said, my story is kind of different. It's kind of all over the place. So growing up, kind of went wild or whatever. So I ended up going to prison, and that's when I picked back up my pen. And I still didn't consider myself to be a writer then, because you're in disassociation. You don't know your identity. You don't know who you are. You're just doing something. So I published a poem. I think it was 1 or 2 in the prison. They have this big famous poetry thing where you can get your poems for all the prisons and stuff Stateville, Logan, Corrections. So I ended up some of my stuff getting published. Now I don't remember what it said. I don't remember the form or nothing like that. So then I got out, and to make a long story short, like I said, I still didn't know I was a writer because I was in the street lifestyle, out there in the world, just messed up. End up, having an encounter with the Lord, end up giving my life to God.
and still didn't know I was a writer. You
Yeah.
know, came out of 7 years of homelessness, and I just felt really ill. So I tell people all the time, like I was forced to have to start writing, or I was gonna die.
Mm.
'Cause I was dealing with severe stomach issues, you know, from a lot of trauma, like a lot of unprocessed trauma. So I started picking up my pen and just writing and stuff like that. And just through God, the Lord just showed me, like, you know, you're this writer. So basically, I was born a writer, you know. Make a long story short, you know, I discovered that my biological mother, both of my parents were writers. They were drug addicts. Didn't make it, you know what I'm saying? Didn't know their identity. But found out I got it from my parents, you know what I'm saying? It runs in the family. So,
Not anymore though. The writing or
the writing.
okay.
Like both of my parents, they're actual writers, but they were drug addicts. So they never like became successful. My biological mom passed away. My dad is still streets on drugs. My dad is actually battling cancer last time I heard as well. Don't know what he is. So yeah. So make a long story short, it was prophesied to me that I would go to Columbia College. I went to Columbia College, which is one of the top art schools here in Chicago.
Yeah.
I'm officially done. I walk across stage in May 13th
Hey.
this year.
Oh yeah,
And I ended up like on the what do you call it, one of the buildings of Columbia College. So a lot of people, they pass by there, post me on social media, they go, oh, that's you. So from that, I would say I've been to very few open mics. For me, writing has just been healing because there's so much, you know, mental illness, you know, can be healed through writing. You know, I believe that God can heal all things. That's what I believe. That's my faith. And you know, it was said that I would never heal, and they said I would never make it. They said I would have to be in this home, being taken care of. That I would, you know, all of that. I beat the odds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I used to suffer from like real bad like anxiety disorder. I don't have that no more. Like just me healing, like writing and stuff like that. I started to deal with my unconscious mind. I started to study the mind. So a lot of my writing is, talks about identity and healing mentally and stuff like that, and dealing with the soul, right? Because our soul is our mind, emotions, behavior, and will. So what else could I say? I'm just ready to get out here, but I think that a lot of mine. I got an open mic that'll be going on every third Friday starting June the 9th, I believe. It's a fundraiser open mic that's called Unsilenced Open Mic, and it came through me overcoming suicide, but not even just that. I've seen a lot of people that I know committed suicide, and I believe that if more people become free through expression, that it will stop them from committing suicide. So many people have stories. So many people have suffered so much from soul trauma, and people, they hold stuff in, you know, and so that's where that came from. I seen two people that I know. One girl, man, killed herself. You know, and one boy I know, he ended up just recently taking a shotgun and blowing his head off. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. From that, I was so upset. You know, because they were young. You know, and it's like wrote a poem through that called A Suicide Story, and so that's where that birthed from. Unsilenced open mic, free through expression. So that's what I'll be doing. That'll be one of the things I'm doing this summer. It's actually, the open mic is a fundraiser open mic. None of the money goes to me. It goes straight to somebody who is suffering, that needs maybe counseling or something like that, or, you know, just giving the money to, you know, my church is doing it. So I'm giving all the money to my church, and they're going to give it to like somebody that need help.
That's beautiful.
So that's pretty much all I can say. So yeah. Oh yeah, I got some books coming out too that I've been working on. So one poetry book and some books based off of my life that's preparing to come out. So yeah.
Wow. So I see you've been through a lot. You come through. You had to do a lot of things. You know, you've been through storms, and you overcame a lot of different things.
Came a long way.
A long way. My question to you is: you're still going?
Yeah.
Why are you here? What is your purpose?
So my purpose, I believe, is to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ through my writing. I am a believer. I love Jesus. That's who saved me. That's when I came out the street life and I was mentally gone and I was in disassociation. It was Jesus, the Holy Spirit, who came after me. His own prophet came after me.
Yes.
It was strange. It was peculiar. But I wanted to know, like, how do you know me? You know, because it was somebody somebody that just started prophesying to me and telling me who I was gonna be, telling me God didn't want you to be a rapper, you know, God got something, you know, just telling me about my story. Like God said, stop having sex with all these dudes, stop it. And I was just shocked. I'm like, first of all, who are you? You know, and so they prophesied to me. I ran the opposite way, and everything they said started to come to pass in my life. See, I know about psychics and stuff like that, right? But no, I'm talking about a prophet, somebody that came with the word of the Lord in their mouth and it set me free. And everything they said started happening. I ended up going to prison. They said I was gonna go through something that's gonna change my life. I ended up going to prison. Everything they said came to pass, and so I believe that everything that I've gone through, because see, my parents went through it too. So it's a generational curse. It's something generational. My mother didn't. My mother couldn't endure it, right? So everything that my mother and my father was supposed to do, the mantle fell on me, and I believe that my job here is to endure to the end, right? But it's to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ and to show people that Jesus died for us. Right? That there is a way out, that you don't have to be scared of death, that there is eternal life. I believe that there is eternal life. I don't believe that I just came here on this earth to suffer and to die. And then you come back. No, that there is a heaven, that there is a hell, and I believe that what God wants me to do is to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ with my story, because there's so many people who have suffered through what I've gone through, but they're just too afraid to answer the call and to speak up. So that's my purpose.
Yes, I love it.
Bless the Lord at all times. And his praises shall.
You know, he'll use you through your imperfections as well. So yeah.
Yes, I love that. In the back.
Hi everyone, my name is Elena. I come tonight, I love poetry. I was introduced to spoken word through Bible. I met some great individuals, mannerism, poetry, soul child, the list goes on and on. I feel that it's spiritual. It regulates you if you're off balance. You can hear people's pain. You can identify where you are. And go forth, and it's okay to express it. There was a time when I was coming up, you couldn't express pain. You could only, I'm fine. And so now, mental illness is real big now, so everyone is opening up and unleashing things that they've been through. But I just equate it to, I don't know, religion, spirituality or something. I just got a text, someone that I knew just passed away.
Oh,
So sorry to hear that.
Messed up.
You're processing right this second.
Oh my God, I'm crying. I'm crying. And I just, I'm losing a lot of people. Thank you. Thank you. I'm losing a lot of people. So I hope someone says a poem that would resonate for us to be one with God, be one with our bodies, and to maybe, and I can tell you all, take care of your bodies while you're young.
Yes.
Because I'm in my 50s and I'm losing people in my 50s. And so that means that lifespan shortens.
Yeah.
So just take care of you. I love it. I love the expression. I'm here for it all. And I support where I am.
Wow.
Thank you.
My question, I just got one question you feel like answering, if not, it's fine too. First of all, my condolences, and I appreciate you helping me. You've been a great help, you know, even here on tonight, so you all appreciate it from Just Mike the Poet.
You inspire me, sir. All you all inspire me.
That's what's up. And pretty much, you know, the same question, like, what do you love doing the most?
I love helping people.
Wow.
Thank you. My passion is for homeless because I've experienced that myself. I thought I was married, family, thought I had everything going on, you know, husband worked, I worked, and then things weren't good. You know what I'm saying? So you live and you learn. I learned that homelessness is not a look. I don't know, people think because I have on a leather jacket that I couldn't be living outside.
Yeah, that's true.
I can. Just because I didn't smell, I couldn't be living outside. Oh, she's lying. She's trying to get over the system. There's nothing worse than being homeless. There's nothing worse than not having an address. You're invisible to people when you don't have experienced it, and I still helped homeless people while I was homeless. I went on Lower Record Drive, I gave out whatever, but people give people food. We don't need food. We need water.
Yes.
We need socks. We need a place to shower. So I want to say it's going to be okay. Mental illness, it drives you to drugs. Homelessness drives you to drugs. It drives you to be cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. And to hold it all together and to still, in my mind, say, when I had 60 people, I became homeless due to eviction and domestic violence. So I got about 100 no's. And they said, oh, you're not responsible. You're going to mess up. We can't let you in our property. And for someone to tell you that, and you're saying, I have the money. And you're saying no. So money means nothing. So I believed in my heart, and I just told God, I know I'm going to get a place, and I lived that way. I worked, and I got it. So I know from coming down, what is the scripture? I've learned to be abound, I've learned to be a base. And in any situation, I am content. So I just love poetry. It's just something that's soothing to my inside.
Yes.
That's what I need.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Give it up for you, man. So next, but not least, I feature tonight Mannerism. The floor is yours.
A little better name of Mannerism, spelled MANNARZM. A lot of people misspell my name, put an I in there. Why do that? It's clearly on the my Facebook. So I in there. Just like there's no I in team, there's no I.
That's right. That's right.
I just made that up freestyle just now.
I like that. That was dope.
I swear, Elena, people like Elena and Chrissy, you're my favorite people who are fans and supporters. Because poets suck. And you all are genuine because you actually come just supporting, just straight out raw. You know, poets have agendas, like why we don't support, and I don't like him, and
Right.
yeah.
I guess it's like the same
He's so done.
Now I'm more like, gotta be careful now being around Brittany. Now she's bachelor's degree in sociology. Now she's like writing down stuff. Yeah, he needs to be healed.
Please be yourself. No,
Yes,
no,
he's
no.
healed. He's healed.
Oh my God.
He has trauma. He has to write that down.
See what you started.
She's in sociology.
How much?
Sociology.
Sessions. How much? I need the
She don't do
sessions. Let me know.
psychology.
I'm so
Go ahead and get the bag. Come on.
She's sociology, it's not psychology.
Study
It's a difference.
Oh, really?
It's
Yeah.
a psychology. It's different.
Sociology studies society. She studies society as a whole, not psychology.
I know, like, it's part of that.
It is.
You have to study that.
No, I studied behaviors in a society.
She studied the behaviors as a whole, not like one-on-one psychology. Like,
Okay, college
But
graduate,
you
thank you
gotta-
very much.
because I study psychology as well, and emotional intelligence.
I can see.
Ding, ding.
Okay. Thanks. Floor's Mannerism.
Yeah, so I've been doing poetry officially over a decade now. Let me tell you, I need to, being at that last event with Mark Barkley at the church, let me know, I need to update my bio.
Yes. That's important.
My bio is old. It was like,
You don't
yeah.
have it in your book?
I can help you work
I
on
didn't
that.
know. It was like, when he was introducing me, I'm like, I gotta update that. He was like, two-time felon.
Wow. I wouldn't put that in the bio.
No. They call everybody else something like considered for grannies and call me up two-time felon.
Oh my God. No, we don't want that.
Oh my goodness.
That's the point. They got some
goodness.
points going somewhere. Yeah, like so. People cussing their churches and stuff in churches. But yeah, doing poetry, spoken word outside. I have to get out of. God is, first of all, God has downloaded these pieces out of nowhere.
That's how I did it too. It's
From
down-
heaven.
It just can't just downloads come out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
Sometimes in the middle of the night.
I know, right?
Yup. That me too.
And
Exactly.
I'm telling you, that's the most exciting
It
way.
be an
to just
outpour.
It
come
is.
out of
I'm like,
nowhere.
I'll stay up. Let's go. Yeah.
I came
I
at 3 in the
love
morning.
that, and
Yeah, mine comes at 3 a lot.
yeah, it's I get outside the four walls of the church. I was like, you go ahead and go out there and tell people your testimony and stuff. You know, like my book has a lot of me, like my character, who I am as a person. There's a lot of humanity in this book here. You know what I'm saying? I am a born again Christian who has a lot of issues in humanity, and God has happened to come in as I am, and I still have a lot of struggle, a lot of issues now. But what I've been through is not the same as what God took me now. You know what I'm saying? And I had to demonstrate that. Just being a regular person. You know what I'm saying? Just through my humanity. I love everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's great.
You're still his child no matter what you've done.
Huh?
You're still his child no matter what you've
Thank
done.
you. See?
Come on now.
Come on now. Come on. Amen.
Yeah.
You know, that's real talk. Real talk. So,
That is.
I just see things in a different scope in life. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know that anybody else. God just took me like I was drowning in the boat, and He just took me out. You know what I'm saying? While others decided to stay in the boat. That don't make me no better. The person probably staying in the boat was probably, I'm an ass. The person staying in the boat is probably nice, a humanity, a person who like, servitude. You know what I'm saying? People have that, who's just nice. I know a lot of nice people. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'm like, God, you just took me from a place and you took me here. And I'm just grateful for that. And I did a spoken artist, I don't know, I just, through the years, I go here and there, practice, touch a lot of practicing, and then get better at my craft. And I just desire to just be great. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That mastery. And impact the people is the main thing. Hopefully, you say you want to hear a piece that I was trying to find the best I could do to maybe
Anything you do.
Yeah.
I can maybe give you something. Because I think that's the ultimate goal to, like, when you go to events, let somebody lead out with something. You know what I'm saying? Of substance,
Amen.
That's the goal.
That's right.
Awesome.
You just saw it? Out of nowhere?
My question,
Oh, you saw it?
ding ding,
Oh, what was it?
ding, where my bell?
Building.
No,
Build up
You
there.
ain't got no bell. You ain't got no. You should have bought a bell.
I'm about to sit with my building.
You ain't got the.
Okay,
Be about that.
wow, let me see. My question, to mannerism would be,
Wait a minute, answer this question.
Oh my goodness.
what do you think that other people judge you the most on, and why?
That is an awesome question. That's an awesome question because I know for sure people judge me. I think even my actual purpose as a spoken word artist is exactly what I just said. Like, I am a wretch, you know what I'm saying? I have issues. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that I'm trying to put that on the table, you know what I'm saying? I have a lot of things I've been taken out from because of my faith in Christ. But a lot of people, they judge me based on me being a Christian, like, oh, you ain't supposed to be doing this, and you ain't supposed to be doing that.
Who judges
First of all,
Who judges you? What type of people judge you?
I don't want to say his name.
I said what type, you know what I said? You gotta say no names. I said what type of people, that people are fake.
Hebrew Israelites, we judge you, man.
gonna tell you this. You know who judged the most out of anybody? Church folk.
Okay.
They judge the most. Because a lot of them are so unlearned, and a lot of them don't actually have an actual experience. Like the Bible says, we're overcome not only by the blood of the Lamb, but the word of our testimonies.
Yes.
So by me having a testimonial of demonstration, it's a manifestation of how. It's like a roadmap of how I got to this point and got here. And me being actually a logical person, like I'm not just you know what I'm saying, to say, oh, that's the actual fact, or that should be actual for real, because I just decided out the blue I'm just gonna just believe in this thing. No, I'm actually seeing actual fruition of not only fruit of actually what I've seen. I've seen growing up in my own personal encounters. You know, Jesus Jesus actually met me in a dream.
Yeah.
He is Middle Eastern, by the way.
By the way.
And yes, and this how these personal encounters spiritually, I know the truth, and it has manifested in my life personally. You know? So people judge me, and then I'm like, oh, but I have a lot of work. And that's what it is. That's what this is. Walk is work. Going to, you know what I'm saying? Once you say you made it, once you there, you pretty much are lost. Once you say you up here and you know what I'm saying, I'm high and mighty, you pretty much are you lost. Actually, are
God
lost.
can't use nobody like that. You gotta
You
be
know
weak.
what I'm saying? You can't.
Right.
Stop your
You gotta be
burning,
weak.
or growing,
Yeah.
or discerning, like stop everything.
And you gotta enjoy the journey, not always the
Yes.
destination.
Right.
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 When you say you up there, that mean you saying you God.
Yeah,
When
basically.
Apostle Paul said, I'm weak. He said, what? In my weakness, what? Christ's power has been made perfect. Like his strength been made perfect. Yeah, you can't. You a Pharisee if you think you up there.
Love.
But we see the church has given that. They actually demonstrated, promoted, and marketed that far as because they put on the facade so much, and it's almost like if you're not following the facade, then it's like, oh, you're not Christian.
Yep.
And that's not what Christianity is about. Totally off. You know what I'm saying? It's like me knowing you, and you have access to get to a destination versus somebody else that don't know you. Like, I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna come where I'm going? I don't know you.
Yeah.
And then now, but you gonna blame me because you decided you don't want a relationship with me. But you wanna blame me for what's happening to you. But you decided you rejected me.
Yeah.
But I knew you though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the fruits because I know you.
Hey, mannerism, make it clear though what you're saying. You saying, make it more deeper. You saying that basically that, because we was talking about it in this car, and like basically if you don't, I guess, look a certain way, we talked about this before. If you don't
It's
look
all
a
that.
certain
They
way,
judge
according
with
to the
all
church,
that.
you're not saved. You know what
You know
I'm
what
saying?
I'm
You're
saying?
not saved.
All that. You go to a Baptist church, I come in like
Big
this.
old hat, your big old
I
dress.
thought you get away with a Baptist church like that.
I don't know about the church.
What is that?
That's coaching.
I hate that and coach. They so
I get triggered. Don't say
they so
Cody.
demonic.
Any one of us, if we walk in like this,
They
we're
demonic.
Like, what is the dress?
And-
And they,
And them be the ones that don't even be holy. Them be the less holy people. They be sleeping with the members, pastors, sleeping with them be the ones that don't be saved but living holy. Them the ones that don't even got the fruits of the spirit. It be the ones that got the snapback on. You feel me, with the regular jeans on. Them the ones that really be living holy, not the ones with them big old hats on and them suits on. I ain't saying some of them don't, but them Kojic churches and them Baptist churches that be smoking them
I
cigarettes,
know.
then that's
And then people think like, because and people think because you name the name of
they
Christ,
don't got the real Holy Ghost.
like you name the name of Christ, like you don't like pussy no more or something.
Oh
my God.
What you say? They be married doing stuff, and let me be quiet. That ain't God.
It ain't God at all.
That ain't God. I'm telling you, these churches gonna be some of them will be holy, but a lot of them ain't holy. God said, "Them ain't my church." He gonna say, "Depart from me. I never knew you. You workers of iniquity." That's what he gonna tell a lot of people.
That's good.
Leading people straight to him.
Any more questions?
I don't have no questions. I'm done. I would like to get on with the workshop.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. Because that's so true, that people think because you
Yeah.
say that
Yep.
you close up. What about the divorce? I'm an in-betweener. I didn't stop, I went celibate for 10 years, or I went celibate for a certain period of time, but I've been married, had children, so I'm not a virgin. And of course, we have high sexual drive, so that needs to be discussed with people.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's
how
all-
we can go so
The
far.
being in the church.
No, he
That
said,
needs to be
he said that they
actually
try to
workshops
say
in
he
the
don't
church
like,
about it.
you know, more because he ain't married.
Right.
So when you single and you suck,
That's
they
true.
think
Can't be
something.
abstinent.
Yeah, they think something
We
wrong.
gotta foul this cut it off.
Cause
I'm not going no more.
how much a lot of people in the church, a lot of people in the church, they be
That doesn't
doing
exist.
stuff. They be doing all type of stuff, doing stuff they ain't got no business doing behind. Come on now, cause God gonna tell a lot of these people to depart from me. I never knew you. You work for the iniquity. Y'all sit up there putting y'all hands on people, passing demons around. Let me be quiet, cause I got a lot
But
of
that
trouble in the
topic
church.
can go such a long
They
way.
be
though,
doing
because
stuff
it's
to
like,
people, casting out demons.
I'm gonna
passing
stop the
on
church
demons.
thing right now. I just want to get on with the workshop.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'm sorry.
I think
You know I got my trouble forever.
Yeah.
I got my
I'm
trouble.
sorry, guys.
Y'all
This
can hold
one's getting
another
good right here.
workshop, meeting.
I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a
Another
Bible
workshop.
study, whatever. This is a
Oh.
poetry workshop.
that is
Okay,
a
on to the next.
topic.
This is a poetry workshop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We sorry.
And we're starting.
Fine.
okay.
No, you talk about doing your time. Like when I ask you a question, that's your time.
No, we don't want to talk about this no more.
Okay, thank you. Okay, cool.
I already come back.
There you go.
Hey.
That's what I'm trying to get to.
Dang.
There we go. On time. Yeah.
I'm saying.
Everything's right on time when I stop. Because you can write a poem and share it. You know what I'm saying?
You just solved it right there.
So give it up for mannerism.
Just solved it.
Yes.
Thank you, man.
So moving along, I'm looking at the time. Okay, a good time. We're doing good. We're doing good. It's 8:42. So we got like a little over an hour and 20 minutes left. So what we're gonna do is for the next 10, matter of fact, until 9 o'clock. Because 9 o'clock, I would like to bring up our features, and then we're gonna all open up to share whatever we want to share for the night. Whether it's poetry, I would love it to be storytelling.
Yes.
You know, that was kind of the theme, you know, storytelling tonight. Or if you don't have a poem, you can just tell a story, you know. But right now, for the next, I'm going to say about 10 to 15 minutes, I was going to go with a haiku. Anybody know what a haiku is? Haiku poem is?
Yes.
You'd like to share it real quick?
Oh,
Real quick?
it's like a very like Chinese. It's like no, I think it's Japanese, like a short Japanese poem. I forget how many.
How's it written?
I think
Is
it's
it from
Chinese.
China or is it Japanese?
I believe it's Chinese.
I thought it was Japanese, but Chinese, Japanese.
Mm-hmm. How's it written?
It's like it's like short.
Yeah.
I forget how many syllables.
5 lines?
It's 5, 7, and 5.
Yeah, it's like short. It's like super
5, 7, 5. Y'all can look
Yeah.
that up. But
Japanese soldier.
okay.
Got
I
out of
couldn't
school.
remember, I'm like an Asian.
So I'm gonna play
Yeah, 575.
I'm gonna play some short some instrumentals, and I gave y'all paper and a pen, and I would like everyone to write an uplifting poem towards Elena on tonight. So I kind of switched things. So if it's not a poem, it's just words. Whatever words that you feel, it could even be uplifting for yourself.
You said it has to be a haiku?
No, it doesn't have to be haiku. I just wanted to talk about that for a little bit.
Oh, good. Then I can just write something.
Yeah, you just write something.
Good. That's awesome. Good.
Yeah, whatever you feel to write towards Elena on tonight with just like a loved one, whatever you feel to write. It don't have to be poetry, whatever you feel that's in your spirit to write towards her on tonight.
Does it, you want it to turn into a poem or just anything?
Whatever you feel,
Whatever
know
you
what I'm
feel.
saying? Yeah, it could be a poem, it doesn't have to be whatever words that you feel.
How long?
You want to hear this?
How long is this?
Here, this short poem. Short, I'm gonna tell you.
Next 15 minutes.
Well, no, what you call it? My lipstick. Well, my lip gloss is.
5 minutes.
Somebody write as fast as you, man.
That's what instructions give me. 2 minutes. time. So you keep writing.
Okay.
Keep writing. You wanna go first? Whoever.
I'm almost done.
It's all right. How's it feel? Who is just freestyle? Just wrote poem for the first time. Like freestyle just wrote. Chrissy.
She's still over here writing.
Dang, she did. No, keep writing. Keep writing.
Now she
No.
can't
No.
She's got it, she can't stop.
You got an extra 10 minutes. Like
She's very compassionate. so
only
she
you.
can-
That's what's up. How did that feel? How did?
I do like writing.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't always come to me so easily.
Yes.
Got a page and a half, came pretty easily.
You got more than me.
Well, because of when I wrote that, so.
Oh.
It's very emotional for me.
Okay. Wow.
I don't know if it's a poem, but it was just me journaling.
That's all right. Yes. Journaling. Yeah.
Should I read it?
Yes. You can share first. Wait till Jessica come. I want her to hear everything. Okay. All right. I'm gonna disturb you. Yep. That's really dope.
But it's.
You writing cursive too?
Wow. I haven't worded in cursive.
Right.
I don't know.
Not a lot of those writing cursive.
Cursive handwriting is the most beautiful thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I started with something and then I kind of changed it up.
It's all right. It'll be like that. So Chrissy is gonna share first, and this is optional too. If you want to share, if you don't, that's fine too. But if you don't share,
I think I need to say this.
okay, great. Yes,
Hopefully it makes sense. I don't know.
it's all right. It does already.
Okay. We knew the day would come that you were given your wings, but we were not ready to say our goodbyes. The day of your life was making your children the happiest spiritual beings on this earth. The legacy you have left us has not been forgotten as we live that legacy each and every day. As you are with your family and your other loved ones in heaven, you are radiating a glow as you and Dad look over us to make sure we are safe. There is no more pain as you fly away to all the places you and Dad wanted to travel to, but just never had the chance due to sickness. I want to take this time to thank you for being the best mom I could have picked in this life. Just know we will always love you and keep you in our hearts.
Nice. Yeah.
That's awesome. Nice.
Anybody volunteers next?
Alright, go ahead. I want to do mine out the way.
I'm gonna hold the features.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold the features.
This is
Y'all
a
can share
draft.
them, y'all features. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, you okay? No, I'm saying this is a draft. I was trying this before.
Okay.
Okay. He'll heal your broken heart, God. He'll mend the two pieces back together again. He'll soak up the brain that's fallen from your face. He'll soak up all of your pain. Yea, though you walk through this valley of death of a friend, please fear no evil, for thou art with you. His rod and his staff will comfort you. Your heart, you will not fall apart. You still have too far of a journey still left on earth. So remember that death may come for us all. Just remember that Jesus paid the price for us all. It's okay to cry. It's okay to weep. Go ahead and go through your grieving process, but don't do without the processing. And I'll stop right there.
Nice.
Amen.
What's up? Next. Brittany's next.
So I said, Elaine, I'm so sorry for your loss. I pray you get through this, but let yourself feel what you're going through in this. I know it's so cliche to say it's going to be okay, but don't let that ruin your day because God got you anyway.
Amen.
Don't let that ruin how you feel. Go ahead, please, let yourself deal with the pain, knowing that it won't hurt again, because while it's here, don't be near from it. Ask God how you can heal from it. Know that your Heavenly Father will help you through it as you go to Him to pursue what you're going through. Do what you have to do to heal, and know that God is helping you with how you feel. We love you, and we're so sorry for your loss.
Nice.
Yeah.
You else in the back? You go ahead. You can come in.
I guess one of those, they can out to see what y'all doing. They're finished their painting.
If they can what? Oh yeah, sure. We gonna bring our features up so they'll be right in time.
More than married.
Okay.
To be present and unpresent at the exact same time, your heart has just been shattered and you still look up and smile. You think of who you lost and it hit you like a truck, but you go on inspiring and lifting the wholeness up. Your mind is at one place and your heart is at another. Every few seconds they meet up together and my handwriting is horrible.
Never end.
So every few seconds they meet up and you cry for your sisters and brothers. Your tears fall down your face and you tell yourself to keep it together. Just wait until you're alone, you say to yourself, but it's a fight one second to another.
Nice.
I pray for healing of your soul to keep your strength and to hold your own because you are making a difference out there, inside and outside and here. Outside, God, my handwriting is so outside and in here, you've done so much and self-care. Take care of yourself and give yourself grace. Give yourself time to allow those tears to fall down your face.
Nice. Yeah. Anybody else? Also, I'm holding the features. Okay. Soul Child, you have?
Thank you. Please call me.
Yes.
Well, I wrote like a little, it's just with words.
That's
So
all right.
I'm gonna
Whatever
step-
you have,
yeah.
it's good.
So this
Yeah.
is, I actually used it using her name.
Okay.
So
Okay, come on.
here's the words. Spelling out her whole name.
Mhm.
Empower, life, loving, accomplishments. Your new aim, beginning all year long, overcomes keeping the faith.
That needs to be like somehow put into something to frame, like maybe get that
Yeah.
created into like some type of,
I used her name.
Yeah.
like
Yes.
something.
Hey, so give it up to everybody that shared. Also to our guests that came in from their sip and painting, and they wanted to check it out and everything.
All right.
So briefly, what we were just doing, Elaine in the back, she just lost a loved one. So I was going to do a haiku poetry for everyone to freestyle and do, but I just decided to switch that and to come up with something freestyle. I play some soft instrumental music, and everyone just came up with something wherever they felt from their heart to write towards her. So everyone was just sharing that. So y'all right on time though. Feel free, to sit down anywhere, stand, whatever you feel. So I'm gonna share mine actually. Then we're gonna get into our features on tonight. Who's Black Widow all the way from Franklin, Tennessee. She's in the building tonight. And also, she's a published author. Also Mannerism, who's here in Chicago. New published author as well too. So this is
Poetry
my,
book.
yeah, I'm published author, yeah. And he'll be doing a book signing when it's over with. So here's what I wrote. I said, sorry for your loss. May God comfort you during this day and time. Be uplifted and encouraged. Let the memories nourish and soothe your soul. Let us all cherish it and live it to the fullest. May the Lord hold your hand and continue to lift you up. May your cup be filled to the top and overrun with peace, joy, and love. May healing also come. May this poem and day mean a lot to you from all of us. My deepest condolences. Be encouraged. So, without further ado, I don't want to hold this beautiful, awesome, talented, gifted poet no longer. She's come all the way down from Franklin, Tennessee. Me and my brother Manners actually had the honor of meeting her when it was actually featured down in Tennessee. And it was an awesome event, and we had a chance to witness her on stage. She witnessed us, and we kind of connected then. And that's what we do. We travel, we move around, we go different places. I don't know what traveling means to you, but traveling is artistry for me. I always come up with a poem when I'm on the road.
Amen.
And stuff like that. I come back different. I feel different. It's like, man, it's a new experience. Some new people, learn some new poems from different people and stories that are being told. So she's come all the way down. She goes by the name of Black Widow, and she's an author. I'm sorry, help me with this word. I'm sorry. I'm with the school, but my spelling ain't getting no good.
And it was author. The first word was author.
No, I have Arthur. I'm not still Arthur now. Arthur,
Read my, oh, Kaleidoscope, my book.
Kaleidoscope,
Kaleidoscope.
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 Okay, thank you.
Are you recording this? Cause, I'm about to edit this out.
Kaleidoscope.
So, the Poets United, creator of Prodigal, did I say that right?
Prodigal Poet.
Prodigal Poets. Yeah, when I got out of school, I was like, I ain't doing no more reading, no more studying, none of
No,
that.
that's right.
Strictly spoken word on. Let me know, write what I write and speak what I speak. But anyway, let me keep going. Poets Crew. They have 10 monthly shows in Nashville, Tennessee, and surrounding cities. She writes of love, loss, strength, and resilience. About overcoming death, beating, cancer, and domestic violence. Please give a warm welcome to Black Widow.
Thank you, Just Mike, for the wonderful introduction. I'm so happy to be here.
Yes.
First I want to do the pieces I just wrote for you and Lena. I'm so sorry. Love and light and hugs to you. I did a haiku. It's kind of harder for me to write shorter pieces because I'm used to writing longer pieces. So this one. I called it Lost. Let us take a moment, remember the memories living on through you. So that's the haiku. And then I wrote an extended version of that. Grief may slip out the corner of your eye. This is all the love you felt when they did die. At least you experienced a feeling that was true. Felt the energy when they cared for you. This loss may cut so deep, yet you have all the memories to cherish and keep.
Yes.
So I have 3 pieces I'm going to do for you tonight. The first one is going to be Disturbed. This piece is about Frankenstein and how I related to him and what I went through beating stage 3 breast cancer. Disturbed. Silent raindrops fell like tears outside the castle. I'm aching for you. Whisper away my anxieties. Imagine hearing you in my head. Darkness consumes, fire burning, foggy fumes. Thoughts of a better life cracking through my skin. Experiences I want to have more. They're talking about me, town people, knocking at the door, not understanding my needs aren't that demanding. Looking on to broader horizons. People try to kill what they do not know. Also try to bring back alive something that already had died. Don't create me, make me feel so real, then turn your scared head. I'm undaunted. I wasn't the one that wanted to be brought back. Haunted, not like this. Now they wonder about how I act. This isn't what I thought. Can't blame me for how I react. Your experiment was unsuccessfully stimulated, still some unconscious flesh not stimulated. This operation, not quite like the illustration, raised from the dead. There are crevices in my soul that can't be sealed with a kiss. Mended memories of my past remain. This new life is just not right. What others experience is just not the same. Raised up with the tragic lightning, my appearance now very frightening. Who could love such sorrow creatures with bloody, messy features? Just painfully stitched together. Is there someone out there like me? Finding them would calm my fears. Wishing with these Franken tears. Just hoping and dreaming. Sometimes I'm concerned. Will I ever really learn? I'm just a zombie. Walking, limping to the side. Still talking about this strange new world. Inside, internally perturbed. Unsettled and just disturbed.
Nice.
This next piece is called Widow in the Dark. I lost my husband in 2010 due to sleep apnea. He was 27 years old. I still have nightmares and dreams that we're in love and it's wonderful, but then nightmares that I'm telling him that he's going to die soon, and it's just, I'm tormented still to this day with that. So I wrote this piece called Widow in the Dark. Dreamt of you again. Seemed so real, intimacy relived, warmth of an embrace, seeing your face, feeling your skin, true happiness within, reaffirming that you'll never leave. Please stay always there, yet I'm deeply bereaved. You will only remain in my hourglass, bits and pieces of diamond light sand, glistening like stars in the night sky, twinkling, always reminding me why I'm left grasping onto a memory, and it is slipping through my hands. Keeping ashes and silver jewelry, once always worn every day, heaviness still fills me in every way. Past pictures put away now, I'm unable to look at them for long. I don't know how, it still hurts too much when I hear a song and such. Looking at quotes on a windowsill, still feeling an emptiness inside, overwhelming constant rain on a daily life. Tears are hard to contain, keeping it together, moving forward, trying to sustain, remaining just a widow in the dark, weaving webs to comfort the loneliness inflicted, imagining at times that I'm not injured. How much can a soul withstand? There's a tragic, prolonging questions consume, eating away inside my head. Why am I left alive when you are dead? This last piece I have for you is called There Are Still Holes in the Walls. It's about domestic violence. I've been with Bridges of Williamson County for domestic violence for 4 years now. They helped me break my cycle of unhealthy, toxic relationships, work on my self-esteem and my insecurities, and work on boundaries, and they pretty much saved my life. I was self-sabotaging with these unhealthy relationships, intimately or with friendships or friends, and work-related, all of that. But through the therapy I went through, I've been able to overcome that. And I wrote this piece called There Are Still Holes in the Walls. There are still holes in the walls. One above my bed, from where you threw something at my head. There was one in the door that you punched so hard the frame cracked all the way down to the floor. It's still not like before. It will never be the same. All because you got caught in a lie. You wanted me to die. I would stay quiet and just pacify. I would crawl into a ball and make myself small. You tried to drown me. I still have bruises from it all. And the words you spewed sounded like they came straight from Satan. I do not fear the devil because I already dated him.
Wow.
Go back.
We want it.
Wow, man.
I do not fear the devil because I already dated him. You used to ball up your fist and yell and spit. Poison seeped through my skin. Acid permeated within my body. The pain pervaded and I was intensely hurting within. Years passed by and your tormenting grew worse. I forgave and I tried again and I wanted to see the best in you. How do you go on without trust? I felt like I was stuck in the mud with Stockholm Syndrome, trauma bonded to you. When I opened my mouth, I couldn't shout. I dreamt of getting out. This is a poem that hurts to write it. I could barely get through it. And abuse is not a strong enough word to describe it. But I'm finally able to see through my tears. I conquered all my fears. You tried to clip my wings and put shackles on my feet. And I looked out the window and I hoped to flying again. But I starved for your red flags like they were a bouquet of bloody roses. Now my PTSD haunts me like a past life. I survived. There are still ashes floating around from where you tried to burn me. But like a phoenix, I rise. These scars and cracks are now filled with gold. I'm stronger now, and this is my story to be told. When I tried to eat, you would knock food out of my hand. But yet you were like a creature attracted to my light. Like a parasite, you tried to suck out my flame to build your hollow emptiness you had inside. And it seems like you kept coming for me, just reincarnated yourself to look differently. I finally decided I had enough. The cycle finally has ended. I came out on the other side. I'm getting used to lower tides. You could not rob me of my sparkling existence. It still shines brightly. Although there are still nightmares of you that terrorize me nightly. When I wake up, I remember I'm happy and free. Wings spread wide. I now stand tall. I got through it all. But I left that one hole in my wall to remember to never let my heart fall like that again. I'm Black Widow.
Yeah.
Is it because I'm a widow forever? Is it because of my broken heart? Is it because of my love of spiders? Remembering Esmeralda, my pet, I've named all the ones I've met. My poetry may be dark at times. There's a lot of love in these lines. Sometimes in the darkness you see flashes of red or black. Not all are waiting to attack. Remember this one you see went out the window. This is why they call me Black Widow.
Nice.
Thank you all so much. Please follow me, Black Widow Poet, on Instagram, or Prodigal Poets on Instagram and Facebook. Come to Nashville, Tennessee. See our shows. We have 10 shows monthly. Peace, love, and poetry.
Yes. Keep clapping, y'all. Give it up for Black Widow. Come on, features on tonight. Say, y'all welcome to Cash App her or bless her for poetry. If y'all really love that, whatever y'all give, from your heart before y'all leave on tonight, I would appreciate that, and she would too. So I appreciate you. Thank you for featuring, for coming out, for reaching out to me, and it's an honor to even have you here. So, man, I'm thankful for you.
Thank you.
Give her another hand.
So the next feature, who's right here in Chicago, he's been a friend of me. He's traveled a lot of different states together. Like I say, Tennessee, we drove all the way, just me and him, all the way to Texas. He's like, he getting back, he's like, man, I'm never doing this no more. Like, but he's passionate, about spoken word and poetry, like myself. He gets around, he goes to a lot of different open mics and things like that. He's very, dramatic, and you never know what type of poem he's gonna do. But try to keep up with him, keep up with his bars and his metaphors and similes, everything. He's just so engaged with his poetry while he's on the stage. He wears a lot of different hats. He's a newly published author. Give it up for that. So he has his first book, and I'm quite sure he's going to talk about that when he comes up. He's a nationally nominated artist, like myself as well, and he's featured, been on a lot of different stages here in Chicago, and like I said, traveling, all throughout the world. He's a photographer, he's a graphic designer, videographer. He does so many different things. He has a newly production that's actually on TV right now that's looking to go to some bigger platforms as well too. He's an actor. He does so many different things. And if I'm leaving anything out, he'll be sure to tell you, probably in his poem. He gonna come in his own way. Please give a warm welcome to
That was much better than my last bio.
Wow.
I have to write that down word for word.
Okay.
My update of my
We're gonna
bio.
talk about that too, so Chad. We're gonna talk about introduction.
I'm gonna act like the old man I am and sit down for this.
Very good at that.
So, we go ahead and start it off with Elena. I'm gonna go ahead and just what I wrote. This thing probably need to finish. I wrote this inspired by you. Don't worry, I'll see you in a minute. That's how long the time is in this world when we're in it. It's the same time, it's just some put the remote control and put it in slow motion, while others just take the wheel and spin it. That's why I asked my captain to take the wheel, and just like that, he made me lieutenant.
Nice.
And he asked me, what you finna do with your 59 seconds? I said, I'm about to eat at your table again and again, coming back for 59 seconds. Maybe you can flip it like you did them tables.
Wow.
Hopefully, I can make it to 95. Put me back on the road again on the highway so I can say I-95. But you got me on this boat and you said sail. The devil must be illiterate because he thought it said sale. Maybe he was right. It was for sale. But I went to the highest bidder. Now, I take life with the sweet and the bitter. I'm about to sink my teeth in this lady called life. I'm not trying to sell a can of bull, but I bid her. That was it. I'm sorry.
Nice.
Finish that. Anybody that gets a book tonight? My cash out right here. I just wrote that in there. So anybody that cash out me any amount, you get a free book. Well, a book if you cash out any amount. So any amount. I'm gonna get everybody here a book. Cash out me any amount. If you got nothing to cash out, you still get a book. So just give me something. Then. All right.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So I want to give Black Widow a hand again. That was just awesome. So I want to kind of reiterate what she was saying about, I really feel a lot of artists need to be, I think effective. You need to find that dark place. And I just so happened to write Psalms 18:11 in my preface, and it reads this. It says, "He made darkness his secret place." That's actually my book. He made darkness his secret place. His pavilion round about him were dark waters and thick clouds and skies. I think that's how we really get into, I don't know, just the profoundness of what's in us, so people can be impacted with what's in us. My philosophy about being a great writer. So since the theme is somewhat like storytelling, I'm gonna go ahead and put 2 selections that has somewhat of that in there. How much time I got?
How many points you like to do?
That's what I got. That's what I
Can, if they're short book from your book too, then maybe 2. I want to see you in stage motion. So maybe 2 from your book and 2.
Full
That's cool.
stage mode.
Okay.
That's cool.
All right.
I gotta do another feature for that. Okay, so I'm gonna do the 2 from the book. So I'm gonna go with you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go United Status. I'm gonna say that first, and then I'm gonna go, okay, I'm gonna give it a shot. So 50. So this piece is called United Sadist. Tie me up in taxes and student loans. Wow.
Ooh, we won. We won. Ooh, say that again. Ooh.
Oh wow.
Hold on, wait, I gotta go laugh on this one.
We
I gotta
won.
go laugh on this one.
Ooh.
Say
Say that
What?
again.
What? You
Say that again.
Not.
What you gonna be doing? You already laughed. Go ahead.
Say that again. Marissa, say that again, please.
Rewind.
I beg you to say that again.
Tie me up in taxes and student loans. Handcuff me. I've been statistically a bad boy. Choke me with no time for family, entrepreneur ventures, with these 3 jobs to pay rent, utilities, and his car note. Choke me harder with these deadly fast food chains and polluting ecosystems. Be my dominatrix. With me senseless for revolting against the system, till I had nothing left to fight with. Blindfold me with media sports, whatever favorite celebrity is doing. Leave me oblivious to your global chess moves. Pit me thoroughly with mind control devices. manipulate, and program my cognition with conditionings through algorithms. Make me your slave. Oh my bad, you already did that.
Hey, that's
Make me your slave. Oh my bad, you already did that.
Soldier.
Wow.
But do it again. Just write 13th Amendment or slave on my face.
Cheers.
Or whatever floats your boat. Sort of like what Prince did. Let your bloodline of Rockefellers and Rothschilds take turns, you know? The power generation. The generations of power.
Man. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting.
Talk dirty to me with false statistics and fabricated generalizations. Gag my mouth and gag
It's
my
all
mouth.
right.
Gag my mouth with censorship. Spank me. Spank me with your gun control paddle. How dare I carry resistance? Make me feel helpless. Leave me at your mercy with imaginative figments, hypnotizing me with believing that these synthetic ropes around my wrist, linked to the frailty of these governmental termite-infested wooden posts that can be easily broken through revolutionary thoughts. Sedate me with viral sedations. I can't think for myself anyway. Do it for me.
Oh my.
Man.
Have me begging
Oh,
on my
God.
knees for you to come to a solution in the mayhem that you invented. When the sadist meets a masochist, it's like a match made in heaven. The signs are in the skies. Look at our chemistry trails.
Nice. Okay.
We've been on ill time. Our relationship is tick-toxic.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Goodness gracious.
We've been on ill times. Our relationship is tick-toxic.
Toxic. Tick toxic.
Man, that's hard.
But we're so
I love
compatible.
Oh my. This is amazing.
Actor.
Wow. Man.
I am your soulmate.
No.
It seems so masochistic of me, but yet just a figure of speech and facetious when I tell you to bite me. Bite me with your terror. Terror bite me. Because I technically need the space. Like, externally, hard drive. Hard drive the workforce for jobs. I need to see 1,000 gigs. Reparations and reformations.
Come on, let's go.
But that's just one step forward, letting go of this abusive relationship. That's a piece.
Yeah.
What's your cash app?
All right.
There you go. There you go.
They got you. They hit
I
you.
think TikTok is gonna be a thing now.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Tick toxic. Oh my God, I love that.
You got so many rewinds in that. Oh wait.
man.
4,000.
You never know what you're gonna hear from man.
You never know what you're gonna get from
Get
mannerism.
from them, you know.
This piece is actually inspired by Just Mike.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
This piece is called Okay, I'll Give It a Shot.
Okay.
Let's go for it.
Okay, Corral, I'm a gunslinger. If you're facing depression, just look in the mirror and declare, I'm a gunslinger. And face every day like, okay, I'll give it a shot. Photographers are looking for the right angle. When they find one, they say, okay, I'll give it a shot. Steph Curry, with the ball with 3 seconds on the clock. He says, okay, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
Splash.
The school says you gotta take a TB test, so your doctor says, okay, I'll give you a shot.
Wow.
Reluctant military snipers be like, okay, I'll give it a shot. Reluctant gang members in the shootout be like, okay, I give it a promotion and a break. You tell them condescendingly, okay, I give it a shot. Rocket scientists have to calculate how to get to the moon. He finally said, okay, let's give it a shot. Before God created beings, he said to himself, I want to love them, and I desire for them to love me back. Knowing that freedom of choice was a catch-22, he still said, okay, I'll give it a shot. Before you started your business, you didn't know what to expect. All it took was enough faith to declare, like today, Jesus Christ, okay. I'll give it a shot. Online dating is just like a political election.
Oh man.
Online dating is just like a political election. You choose the one with the best lie, but before you swipe right, you say to yourself, okay, I'll give her a shot.
Okay.
Got it.
Give,
There it goes.
giving into peer pressure at the bar, you tell your friends, okay, I'll give it a shot. They said, we're going to rob this retail store and get away clean. You want in on this? And after looking at your bills, you say, okay, I'll give it a shot. You went to the store to find the cheapest mask because you're broke.
Ooh.
This is the cheapest mask we got, says customer service. And you said, okay, I'll give it a shot.
I'll give it a shot.
Now you're getting ready to prepare for the robbery, testing out new guns, and the gun dealer said, you like that 45 caliber? Go ahead, try it out. And you said, okay,
I'll give
I'll
it
give
a
it a
shot.
shot. Now it's the day of the robbery. And it went bad. You guys are robbing a retail store and a cheap mask fell out your face because you guys are robbing a retail store and a cheap mask fell out your face.
I can't believe it. Oh my God.
The cheap mask fell out your face and it was a witness that had his head down out of fear. His son had the courage to peek. Someone told him to take a look and he said to himself, okay, I'll give it a shot. Now you notice the witness. And you know he noticed the witness. And you notice he a witness. You notice the witness noticed you. And you know he can't be a witness. You're sweating. Heart beating fast. Confused what to do next. Heart beating fast. It feels like about to explode out your chest. Your brain is yelling back to your heart, don't give up yet. And your heart responds back with a, okay, I'll give it a shot. Now your robbery buddies are now looking with the mask on. They see you without a mask. And they know it's a witness see you without a mask. Now the process is all jump it up. So when the system kicks in, a reboot, the comprehension software kicks in and responds to the system like, okay, somebody about to get shot.
Oh!
Dang.
Now your buddies are like, you gotta shoot him, go ahead, he's seen you. And in the back of your mind, you know you're not a killer. And you sure enough ain't cut out for prison either. So you hesitate. Police surround us all around this facility. In the possessed days, you tell your buddies and yourself, okay, I'll give it a shot. Now you're locked up. Your lawyer tells you to go for the plea bargain. You apply, okay, I'll give it a shot. You receive a life sentence. Now you contemplate whether to hang yourself in a cell, but your subconscious pulls you back in a solemn agreement. You say to yourself, okay, I'll give it a shot.
Wow.
A riot breaks out the penitentiary. The inmates have revolted, setting the pen on fire. The inmates cry out and yell, come on, let's escape. Either be free or die, because this pen is on fire. But you continue writing, finding solace in the stale-stained mattress in your cell, letting your pen burn with fire. The flames and the smoke are ravishing closer. You kneel beside your bedside, weeping to God to pardon the transgressions. The blaze of this earthly fire have consumed the cell. And God asks you one last question. Are you ready for me? And you respond,
I'll give it a shot.
I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot.
I'll give it a shot.
I'll give it a shot.
I'll give it a shot. Yeah.
alright, so
You got time up with.
Yeah. I'm
So just
excited
like
too.
I'll give it a shot.
this mic don't want me to be lazy today, so I'm trying to be lazy.
Shot.
So I'm gonna actually, this piece I don't really do as much as I should. It's from my book, so I'm gonna need to actually keep it kind of close back because it's not really memorized that good. So I'm gonna do that and one more. Well, you trying to have me memorize stuff. I love stuff memorized. Let's go.
Rebecca, all right.
Have it your way, man.
Sure.
Yeah.
Go for.
You wanna go from the whole book, I mean, not in time, but have it your way follow the book versus performance.
Okay, I'm gonna stand up for this one.
Go for it, man.
We wanna see you perform.
See, hey, you gotta give the people what
I wanna see you perform.
I do too.
Yeah, me too.
Show out.
Me too.
Oh.
Show us
You gotta get it what. You gotta get the people what they want. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. Trust me, man. Listen.
Real Tyrone, man.
You gotta give the people what they want.
You say I'll give it a shot.
Go for it, man.
Come on right there. Get on Tyrone first.
Come on, mannerism. Come on.
Jonah got swallowed by a fish, and if you read the passage, you'll see that he can't handle bars.
Uh-oh.
Just want to give you a biblical message before I roast you, to show you that you can't handle bars. It's like law students that keep failing their exam. You can't handle bars. It's like nerdy dude's first time in jail. You can't handle bars.
Come on.
It's like stinky dudes that be allergic to soap. You can't handle bars. It's like trying to eat a Snicker with a toothache. You can't handle bars.
Dang.
It's like an anorexic trying to spot a bodybuilder in the gym. You can't handle bars. It's like a show off on a dirt bike. Look, no handlebars. She gets sloppy drunk and goes home, and any guy from the club, she can't handle bars. I might check niggas with his lines. You want to know the truth? You can't handle bars.
Oh my goodness.
It's like amputees in gymnastics. You can't handle bars. Just throw your Jewish boy on mitzvah for his 13th birthday because you can't handle bars. If phone only goes up to 1G, you can't handle bars. Wow. Call it me from now on because you can't handle bars. I call the Arab at the gas station op for short and tell them straight up, you can't handle bars. These always be R. Kelly in the studio. They want a hot 16, but you can't handle bars. I should pop you sickos. Now you got brain freeze because you can't handle bars. Every time you spit out, you left with an F for that vomit because you can't handle bars. Every time you went to the store looking for a discount with the full price, you gain because you can't handle bars. You went to the picnic and they gave you a plate of BQ. You can't handle bars.
Oh.
Oh my.
Every time you watch a sitcom, the picture turns static. You can't handle Roseanne Barr.
Uh-huh.
Roseanne can keep her own stuff on there. She can't handle being Barb.
Wow.
I snatched a bar off the famous actor's name and leave him in deep pit because he can't handle Jolie and all those kids. I spit out a lethal weapon, got you dislocating your shoulders like Riggs. I could go both ways if I flip this bar. That's a rabbi. How you say you know the scripture, but you never heard the book of Haggai? You know about all the drugs in the world, but don't know what a sedative is? You can't handle barbiturates.
Uh-huh.
You want to mix drinks, but stay tender because you can't handle bars. The supervisor told you to stop scanning and type in the codes because you can't handle bars. Is your name Chico? Well, you about to catch an L because you can't handle the barge. Why you name his son Tholomew? Why you name his son Tholomew? Oh, I get it. You can't handle bars. You want to change your tire, so you open up the trunk and because you can't handle bars. How you gonna judge these lines if he's going over your head?
Wow.
You can't handle bars.
Yes.
That's it. All right.
One more strong.
You can't handle what the other one.
I'm about to read strong. How about that?
Okay, all right, yeah.
I give it
Go
a
for
shot.
it, man.
I give it a shot. You know what I'm saying?
Give it one more shot.
Shoot.
You can't handle it.
All right, so we're gonna do quick.
One last shot right here.
That's another good one.
Yeah.
This piece is called government. Here we go.
Oh.
Colonial structure, government. Colonial allies, government. Colonial structure. Colon allies. Government allied to the colon. Plus the breath stinks. Stink allies attract flies. It's your governments. Mints are meant to be governed. Sentiments, exactly. When your breath smells like dairy air,
Wow.
at least your neighbor can have a cinnamon. How about you try some cinnamon mints? No judgment. I meant well for the cinnamon. I mental. Our times apart for what is meant. Compartmentalizing apartments. Separating was meant to be partial, organized. Menthol organisms. Isms have menthol organs, frozen brains. You purple menthol organs. Organize your colonial colons. That's an organ. A musical instrument from Morgan. What more is J.P. Morgan in? Who's your captain, Morgan? Call me Captain Kaepernick because I pray with a big knee. Post the Captain Morgan with my knees bent over the toilet. Don't let the rum toil again. Throwing up so hard, I think I saw an organ. Drink responsibly. Organize. Form of government. Petition this form to indict the governor. Ignore the .gov. Dot on the governor. The target on the governor was spot on. You can't ignore it, nor govern the ambiguous amount of anti-war noirs. The time is winding down while they sipping wine, Pinot Noir.
Ooh.
Is a maneuver new, or natively an ancient nuisance of nuances? Is it new, or is it what Jehovah Tisky nuance? Yeah, see, I knew it. Let it flow through, canoe it. Swiftly swim through swamps like it's a Kahlua, tripping on trippy trips, caught into resorts, a trip to Kahlua, and iterate my psyche, mental tabs on the hula hula. It's exotica, Bermuda, no triangles. It's exotica, Bermuda, no triangles, no lunar illuminations. They triangles are triangular entanglements. I told you that they breast things, they entanglements. Like Will and Jada. But God's will ain't jaded. He put me on a road that's gold plated with jade. Praise Jah, Jah from Judah. Looking for a new Judah to chop it up with like judo. She'll be my tree, juniper. Now I'm at the altar with Bishop, saying the vows on cue. We still like a juice, but now it's lawful, judicial, biblical, like Jude and Judas. She ain't Jewish, and she go Judeo. The bride of Christ got Judy Judy. She's electric, she's Jubilee. Shine like a ruby,
Come on.
jewel. Created by the jeweler. The rejuvenator. He rejuvenates.
Come on now.
Yes.
He left the 99s to find me lost in the 2000s. I'm juvenile.
There you go.
But thanks to the prayers of Romeo and Juliet, the scent sprayed in God's nostrils like choo. Now I wrap this brain food till my head big like baby food. I have a kingdom birthright and I ain't selling it for soup. Although look at my soul, I seek governor from the firmament. If I start off with lemons, I sprinkle increments in my subtlety. With this wheat on the side of wheat on the salsa, infused with anti-gravity microbes, I'm flying. Oh, see, now I see why God alienated me. Unidentified by people, but I'm still a fly object. Confined by the scriptures, I'm out of this world. I declare Martian law.
Come on.
Laws or regulations. Keep me regular on the regular. I'm cleansed by the word too. Plus I see better. I call that fiber optics. But the enemies seem to be bugged by that. Yeah, optics. If you ticked off, call a bomb squad. Maybe then you make the cut. When they find out, why are you acting like that? I'm trying to clock Richard, so I ain't got time for it. I see you watching, but I don't do competitions. I'm too busy in my compositions. I write in my own lane. Ride in my lane so long, my carpool went through tunnels. Get it? Carpet tunnel? Bridge over water. But when I get booked, I'm gonna need that on the bridge. I literally stay on my prep like Ivy League kids. I'm prepping towards a woman. Best believe I sweat or not. I'm on my Joseph. I'll take that coat with many colors, and I'll take many colors of coats. Saying clothes and my black man. I got colorful experiences. I let my past tell. I don't know how to end this piece. I lost track of my position going in. I just went left on a whole nother agenda. Perfect title, right? Government. Thank you. Thank you.
Mannerism, ladies and gentlemen.
Mannerism, y'all. You're strong. Yes. Man, so how can everybody follow you if we haven't already?
That's right. Mannerism on social media spell the same. You put mannerism in, you're gonna find me on Instagram or say Facebook. Find my pages. I'm on Metaverse.tv. Metaverse.tv is a good site to follow because you can follow the page and see what's going on as far as my spoken word events I'm having, and keep abreast of those things when I have it again. So I'm in transition now, so I'll be picking that back up soon.
Okay. Dope.
All right.
Give it up for mannerism again, y'all. So Black Widow left the thing.
Sign me
So,
up.
a book or whatever.
Yes,
I
awesome.
cash
Thank
up you. I want to sign
Yeah,
up.
check all your cash apps and stuff.
Go ahead.
So the event is from 7 to 10, so we have 10 minutes. So with these last 10 minutes, anyone wants to share a poem, a story. So it's gonna be like a speed round, so to speak. You open,
Yeah.
Sharon? Brittany, you open to Sharon at the end? Yeah. Okay, we have, Jessica, I'm sorry,
Jessica.
stage name.
Just so real.
Yeah. And then we have Brittany, who's going to share as well too.
And Jen.
And Jennifer, yes,
Jen
Jennifer.
on literacy.
Okay,
Sharing
so
a poem or just sharing like an experience?
anything, as long as it's, I say about 3 minutes.
Oh.
Give us